a shower and everything, but I didn't plan. I don't know. We're talking about ADHD. Like, do you have ADHD or
I
no?
definitely do.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, we're talking about organization. Like, how do you like? Does music help you organize like
Dude.
your life in a sense? Like, all right, this is
No, I usually make the best music when my life is really unorganized. And I'm just like, when I have something important to do,
Yeah.
I don't make music. I mean, I don't do it. I just make music, and that's the best music.
really.
Yeah.
What like is it just because the pressure
I
of
guess
like?
I guess the pressure, or the feeling of, I think it also helps that music doesn't feel like a job.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. And like what? And actually, let me ask you, what even got you into music in the first place? Do you have family or anything like that, or
D-
not?
Dude, I remember third grade, I was just rapping. I used to be heavily into rock. And my mom was like, "What the fuck?"
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
she
so what were you listening to? What music were you? Okay.
and no, I was like a young kid.
Oh,
Like, I
okay.
can't name the artist at the time.
Yeah.
But I was elementary, I was listening to rock. Then my mom introduced me to rap. Then I started rapping. Um and then as I got older into high school, we started freestyling, rap battles. And my homies, we bought a mic, and that's what really got us into music. My mom also made music as well. She was signed to a label. So,
Really?
yeah.
Yo, what was her? Was she rapper?
She
What
was
was her
a like
label?
small town rapper. She had a little label. Then she didn't have a little label. She signed to a little label. Then she had me, so she stopped rapping.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
What the? So you like? Does she like give you like pointers and stuff when you're making music and
Ye-
stuff, or like when it comes to just the connection? Like how? Yeah, like how has she helped you in your journey and your work?
She'll let me know. She'll try to give me pointers, but I think she really likes my music. She'll tell me what's good and what's bad. She'll like let me know, like, yo, that shit was hot ass.
Yeah. Yo, and you're just like, wait, hot ass as in like good? Like, wait, hold
hot,
up.
hot trash, or it's
Yeah.
really good, or that, like, she'll say that's a hit, or that shit is hot trash. She'll let me know. So you need like a really honest mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you're just like, actually, it's probably even more important to have honest family members.
yeah.
They're the ones that see your growth every single day,
Mhm.
and especially your mother too. Cause I feel like, as mothers, they want, like, coddle and make sure like, all right, you're doing great. But, that honest truth
Yeah,
is what's, how can you grow if you don't know what you need to work on, right?
right.
That's very sad. And then like, and so with that, like, does your dad like have any like in the music industry or just like or any way like any artistic like
No,
creative?
so my mom is more of the musician. I got it from her,
Yeah.
and that really set me on the drive was, she had posted like my son raps on Facebook, and one of the people she knew, he really liked the song, so he invited me out to a studio. And it was like I was like 16, and that really set my drive towards music. I was like, yo, I got something, so I want to pursue music.
Okay, what were your thoughts when you got that invite? When you're like, oh shit, like were you nervous? Were you excited? Like what were you going through?
I was excited. It was like you making music at the crib, and somebody hits you up, be like, "Yo, I want to invite you to a studio." Da 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 da. That's a dope. That's a sign that you're dope. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh damn, that's right. Because I feel like we, especially as us creatives, we always beat ourselves up. We
Mhm.
overthink like, oh, this isn't good enough. This isn't like I got to do more.
Mhm.
But that like because I don't know about you, like as me personally, like be like when I started getting into podcasting, I was always trying to make it like super fucking perfect. Like, oh shit, it's got to be this, and it would delay me
Mhm.
from like releasing it. But in actuality, it's like sometimes you just gotta release it and then just learn from there and just grow.
Well, no, I don't think I've really had that problem, because like me, I'm just a don't give a fuck. Like yeah,
There you go,
yeah.
baby. That's a good
So
mentality, yeah, man.
yeah, nah. Even when I was like straight ass starting out, like when I first started out, way before I was invited to the studio, I would just release songs. No one would really notice my music, but I still release it, and I still thought I was the hottest shit around.
Yeah.
Until speak it into existence that you become a great rapper or a great artist. So yeah,
No, seriously.
yeah,
No, yeah, and the thing is that you do have to have,
Mm.
especially when it comes to being a creative, you have to have that belief in yourself that you're going to make it through.
yeah,
It's like, especially now with technology, it's so much more competition
yeah.
to keep yourself at least relevant into the sliding endless scrolling of TikTok and Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know about you, but I feel like it's because some people will say like, oh, people have lost their attention span. They don't care about any long form content or anything like that. But then also it's you see more people being delved into longer content, the more informative the conversations like we're having now to get to know someone like yourself, Karma. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's more to the people than a 2 second
No, that's
clip.
very true. I definitely feel the same way. Like I can barely make it through a movie now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just well, or maybe because like now, because you're so, I mean, you're now so set on your creative drive. Is that why you're just like, I might as well create then? If that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, that way too. I think the only platform that keeps my attention all the time is movies and sometimes show, but it's anime because there's so
Oh
yeah,
yes, bro.
because there's so much going on. You got cool ass fighting, cool ass like flickers off the swords and shit,
Mhm.
and just so much deep storyline. This guy's past, this guy's past. This is why they don't fuck with each other. There's so much going on, and just keeps your attention all the time.
All right, but were you watching anime growing up, or is this something you picked up recently?
I started off with Dragon Ball Z, Kai, yeah,
Yeah.
but now I've always been into anime, and I'm not one of those people that's like One Piece, Naruto. Now I'm really into like Berserk, Death
Oh.
Note, like the lower ones, Charlotte, Helsing, Ultimate. Oh yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
so yeah,
Damn, dude, that's fucking Berserk, man. That is a wow. Talk
Yeah.
about an anime. Did you watch or did you read it? by any
I
chance?
watched it. I don't usually read manga. I've read a couple mangas, but I usually stick with the anime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a dude. If you the art style of Berserk, bro, is so, you have to appreciate like the time it took to make that. Like every detail from the armor, the you know, I mean, down to even the scrap like little bolts and dirt. That artist, he did phenomenal work, and you gotta appreciate that the time it takes to do that.
Yeah, it does. I can't draw worse shit. So anybody that can draw, hey, you got it.
Yeah, I know, that's pretty. And so, so Dragon Ball was your first anime that you got into?
Yeah,
Okay, and then that kind of like
it's probably why I yell a lot.
Dude, increasing. Yeah, my power level's 9,000, bitch. Yo, dude, shit. I remember back in the days just being with my cousins watching that shit. Like, shut the fuck up. My mom would say, like, what the fuck are you yelling?
Yeah.
So you're being too loud now.
Yeah, probably like everybody else. We've all tried to go Super Saiyan once. But yeah.
Yo, don't be watching this and be lying saying you haven't gone Super Saiyan, you motherfuckers. Probably in the shower, just It's like. And so that would be a funny situation. You're in the shower and then someone knocks. Dude, you taking a shit? Or what? Like, what are you doing? You going too hard in there.
Yeah.
Dude, because actually, you ever heard of Trigun?
Trigun. Yes, I haven't seen that one though. I've heard of it, just haven't seen it.
Yo, highly recommend. Well, it's in my top 3
Mm.
when it comes to animes. The original the creator of Bleach created that show. Like that was
Oh.
his like first like popular animes that blew up back then.
You know, I haven't finished Bleach, and let me tell you, it's a good anime.
Okay.
But I think after like episode like 68, they go into like a weird filler, and it's like it feels like a long. Like they have a bunch of filler episodes. It's like it's hard to get through for me at least.
No, you're 100% right, and that's with all the fucking anime shows now.
Mm.
It's just like fuck. That's why I honestly moved to reading the mangas more, just
Mm.
because I was just so sick of all the fucking unnecessary filler episodes. I guess there's sometimes they have like some filler canons, I guess, like with Naruto, but I just skip all that shit. Give me the fucking action, the blood, the fighting. Give me some fucking gore, damn it. Well, even just like more story progression, like shit with like Naruto and Sasuke, like Sasuke and Itachi. When you start to wait, have you watched Naruto? Right?
Oh yeah, finished
Okay.
it, yeah.
Spoiler alert, fucking, if you haven't watched this fucking 10+ year old show. Yeah, in the beginning, how we were thought to, Itachi's a fucking villain. Then you realize he was actually probably the greatest brother ever. He's like,
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna save my brother and do all this shit and take this burden upon myself. And then, like you said, that's what I love about animes. It's like the stories just get so much deeper and so in delve. And like, do you have any reference like with your music, like with like anime? Do you ever like connect it to? You kind of keep it at like with your music actually. Like, what's your main like? Are you trying to promote like the party scene? Are you trying to promote like more like artistic style? Are you trying to be a balance of like multiple things with your music?
Yeah, I'm trying to be a balance of multiple things. As far as music, I would like to be known as an all around artist. So I got some R&B on track. I got some rock, rap. I like to combine music things because everybody can like rap. I mean, not everybody can rap, of course, but
Yeah.
like as a rapper, or I'm considered a rapper, I like to be called an artist. It's hard to combine genres.
Yeah.
I feel like for like most rappers.
Yeah. Why is that, you think? Is it just because it's just kind of like this tunnel vision, like you got to do it this way that's being promoted, or just
I think
like
it's a tunnel vision thing, and also just are people scared to go out and try new things with music. I feel like they're like, how do you get into this genre? Just I'm like, just go for it. Like a lot of like I talked to one dude, he's like, I'm trying to get into this, that, and the other, but I don't know how to go about it. I'm like, you listen to it every day. Just listen to it. That's how I don't know shit about music theory.
really?
Yeah, not a damn
Damn.
thing.
See, I don't know shit about like where would I even start with music theory? What the
Yeah.
fuck is music theory?
Right. No, honestly. So they're talking like I just kind of imitate and do my own thing. That's what music really is, imitating and doing your own thing.
So that's how I was gonna say. So that's how you learn better, is just throwing yourself in the fire.
Yeah.
I guess is the best way to describe it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just, and that's the thing, man. Sometimes it's like, all right, let me just again. That's just people. I think people are just so hesitant on the external criticism of other people and what they're going to think. It's like, dude, this is your fucking life.
Right.
Why are you over? Like, just, who cares what the fuck that? You won't even care about that person's opinion anyway. So why are you going to make it the forefront when it comes to your passion, your drive?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I know you said you have that, like you never had those doubts getting into music, like when going into music, oh, like damn it, what are people gonna think? What are people gonna like when you started getting into music? I know you started young, I guess 16 when you really got into it, but like, have you ever had those thoughts like so far, like in your music career?
I mean, I think you get those thoughts like whatever you like, whatever big goal you try to pursue, you always get those thoughts. But I think your mindset about it, like you wake up in the morning and you dream big. I don't think you should ever dream small. Like a lot of people talk about dreaming at this local bar or performing at this local bar or performing at this small stage. Why not try to dream for Rolling Loud? Yeah, and those other things seem small. So I think the bigger you dream, yeah, my ADHD kicking in.
No,
But
you're good.
yeah.
No, I love it, dude. I love it, dude. Authentic conversation,
Yeah.
baby. I was gonna say, actually, like, what is your like goal, like major? Well, I guess one of many goals, because that's another thing, right? We have like this one goal, like, all right, we're gonna make it here, and then after that,
Mm.
like people's they don't think there's anything more after that. It's like, don't you want to keep growing? So like, yeah, what's your goal for now, like to reach a certain point in your rap career?
Um, I would like to have a change on like the music industry as a whole. Um, I think to be one of the biggest, but probably not the biggest, because I think you get limited as the biggest artist because everybody starts gunning at your neck, kind of like they did with Michael Jackson. And
Really? Okay.
yeah,
Like, wait, so like in a, like wait, you kept the one genre, or like explain that to me? Sorry.
like gunning out of Michael Jackson that part.
Just yeah. Like a while, like when it came to just like sticking. Oh, sorry, damn. Now my ADHD is fucking me up. Damn, son of a bitch. No, but like you're saying, when you become this big, when you become the best, like what limits them? Is it just
Dude,
yeah?
in all the cases, I think Michael Jackson was innocent. I think they had some kids come out and even say he was innocent, but Michael Jackson was like he was targeted by different like companies, like music businesses, people trying to sue him. He was just always they were always trying to shut Michael Jackson up. He was always being gunned for by the media
Okay,
and
gotcha,
all
gotcha.
this shit. So it's like when you're up there, a lot of people were gunning for your head,
Gotcha.
and it's yeah,
The people from below trying to reach you from the stars. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Get the yeah, and that's another. Actually, that's crazy. You talked about that. I had a conversation with someone about the whole Michael Jackson thing, because I mean, it makes you really think. You have to look at his life growing up. He was literally like, he had a bad upbringing with his dad. The abuse, and with the what was it, the Jackson 5, right,
Mhm.
and all that. And then you have chemical castration, all this mental stuff. So I think he was just mentally locked in a like a young state, like a child state, because his childhood was gone. He got fame at an early
Mm.
age, man. And I mean, how many people you really think can deal with that, that notoriety and come out normal?
Yeah.
I don't think that's like possible.
Yeah.
And he was a great dude. The music that he fucking made, bro, it's It's timeless, bro. Is he a big inspiration to you with your music, or
I think so. He was my favorite artist growing up. Yeah, I think he's dope. Like he was also, I think he was also not like I don't know. A lot of people don't know this, but Michael Jackson was also heavily influenced by rock as well, and
okay?
well, and he put that into his music as well. So I think that's
Okay.
dope.
Did he? Damn. What rock? Because didn't he make a song with like Slasher, like all that? Or I mean, not Slasher. Fuck, the Guitar Hero guy.
Uh,
Like
it was like a girl and beat it that song.
beat it, beat it, beat it. Oh, he does a guitar solo. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's Slash, right? The
I,
guitarist
I don't know
from Guns
100%.
N' Roses, I think. I know he collaborated with him on one song.
I'm not 200% on that subject, but
Okay.
I think it was. I know it was like a big guitar, so you're probably right on that. Yeah,
Okay, got you. No,
yeah,
but and that was breaking boundaries back then, really, if you
yeah.
think about it.
Mhm.
You know, getting the rock into the pop influence, you know, but yeah, like holy shit, like what? No, let me ask actually, yeah, where were you when you found out he passed away? I
Dude,
feel like that was like a monumental moment for our generation, like one of many anyway. But
shit,
you know, 9/11 and shit. But
that was so long ago. I don't remember it. Like it's not like like Michael Jackson was a close homie. Like
yo,
no,
imagine my MJ, no, son of a bitch, yo, texting his family, yo, man, I hope y'all good, you know, rest in peace. Yeah,
right? No, so I wasn't like close to. I can't remember. It wasn't
yeah.
too young to.
Oh, really? Okay. Wait, how old are you by any chance?
I don't. 1100. I don't like to tell my age.
Oh, okay. I was like, yo, I was bugging. I was like, yo, 1100, yo, dude. What's the fucking secret, bro? You got the fucking Found of Youth. Like, what's good? Like, yeah, everybody's watching on their screen. Yo, where is it? What's the Found of Youth?
Yeah.
No, it's funny. No, I just asked because some people like asked me before. I'm like, I was at my friend's house
Mm.
just chilling, and then his mom like came out crying like Michael Jackson's dead. Like they were homies, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. But I was like, fuck, I was 13. I think I was like 13, 12 years old. It was a while back. But dude, he was really you know what I mean? How much that man has inspired people to do better for, you know, like whether it be, you know, look at your, you know, music, community, you know, better. Dude, he said a lot of like point out a lot of like corruption too, like in the music industry as well,
Right.
that people don't want to talk about. So like I feel like, you know, you're 100% right. Like a lot of people now are coming to they're seeing like evidence more now that he was actually like assassinated, you know, like because I believe it was his bodyguard was at like it was like a big connection. If whoever's out there who knows more about it, I would I mean this was such a surface level fucking find I was getting into, but like something about like his bodyguard getting connected with like some other fucking people, and it's like, wait, why the fuck is he there, blah blah blah. But
Oh shit! Someone put the link in the bio or link in the comments or something. I would like to look into that.
yeah, but it is a disgusting thing though. If you really look at the, you know, the music industry, the magnifying glass, you know, they just take your talent and, you know, squeeze every drop of you and just throw you to the wolves, man.
Yeah,
It's some sad shit, you know. But I think now with technology, you know, and especially like, you know, individuals like yourself, like you're able to, you know, you are able to make an independent brand for yourself and get yourself out. It's not easy,
oh definitely not.
you know what I mean? But like it's at least there's possibilities, and you know it is capable to do so. So like, and like, do you have your own record? Like, is that you have your own like recording? Like, are you planning in the future to be like have your like get other artists under you? So like and start expanding that way, have your own like record studio.
Um, that's something that if it comes, it comes. I'm more of a like make allies that have the same mindset as me when it comes to looking on the music industry business and how they don't like it as well.
Mm.
That's what I want to do because it's something that I would like to change as an artist. Um, when I get to that point, no more P Diddy's. We don't want no more of
Yeah.
that. Uh,
Yeah, right. Pulls out baby oil. Yo, hold up. He sent it from jail. Yo, that shit's crazy too, man.
yeah.
How do you think about like what's your opinion about that whole fucking scenario? Like the whole Diddy, like I think it like sometimes I think it's like connected with Epstein too and everything, like that whole
Uh,
sex trafficking.
Dude, that shit is so like I don't know too much about it. But I know a lot about it. You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah, what's up?
So I was talking to this older gentleman. I won't say his name, but I thought he was insane. He came up to me
Yeah.
months before the Diddy shit came out. He was like, "Yeah, this rapper, he does shit with artists, man. He records it, puts it on his artists. It's like these big labels. They do that shit. They like record shit And I thought he was just some crazy dude,
Mhm.
like sex with other people. Then months later, shit comes out with Diddy recording people having sex with them,
Yo.
buying sex. So I'm like, yo, I was like, that's probably a really common, a lot uh more common thing than we think. You
Mhm.
know, I I it he told me like, yo, it's a lot. It's a big thing with the industry. Like, there's like they work together to like a cult almost. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know about. I could believe the cult shit,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh, no, 100%, man.
Yeah.
Especially again, you see the connections from high politicians,
Mm,
again, high artists of high caliber. It's with I mean, with power, man, it corrupts us, bro.
mm,
And then you have to think too, like also like I forget who it was. I was watching an interview with it was P Diddy's again bodyguard. It's very convenient that these bodyguards are just doing all this weird shit. But yeah, there was a bodyguard who came on a podcast I listened to and got interviewed, and he's like, "Well, you have to ask like who taught Diddy all this shit, like how to get these connections." And it's like, "Oh, that is true," because no one just like I don't know, no one grows up, man, and like wants to do such like disgusting things to children, bro. This is like a taught thing. Like hate is something that's taught, in my
mm.
opinion, anyway. Like love is a common, just like it's just natural. But like hate like that to, I don't know if he was like when it came to Epstein, like when it comes to like selling off kids and all that shit. But like either way, like the corruption is very fucking disgusting,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
But I think it's gonna be a great awakening though for all of us, like in
Mhm,
the music industry and even shit. What was it? Harvey Weinstein, the first one to really go down
mhm.
with all that shit. Keep have actresses sleep with him in his fucking office to
Yeah.
get this high, this role and shit like that. And it's just, dude, I think it's like I don't know. There's so much shit going on, man, in this country in this world that you're just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Mhm.
Like, what the fuck? But what was I gonna say? Now I'm seeing my ADHD got me fucking all over the place. Let me ask, like, let me talk about like future projects. I know you've been working a bunch of singles, just releasing them and all that. Like, are you working for an EP, an album, anything in the mist, or just trying to get content out there?
So definitely working for an album for the summer. I want to drop it to where I can hopefully go on tour this summer. I will definitely be traveling this
Okay.
summer somewhat. I don't know about a full on tour, but we're
Oh,
definitely aiming for that. It's just like it's I'm a single entity.
yeah.
Like, you need something, you need a whole team behind, but I'm working for it because I honestly believe, like we talked about my mission, how I want to change the music industry.
Yeah.
I also want to bring other upcoming musicians up. So when I go on tour, I would like to work with local musicians as well.
Okay.
Um,
Like what? Like if like what? Like different states? Are you gonna stay within Virginia?
Different states as well.
Okay.
Because I
Yeah.
feel like people are like helping VA artists. Let's think bigger. You know
Yeah.
me. I like to think bigger. Let's help all
Yeah.
artists around, smaller artists around the world that are dope,
Yep.
and kind of have the same mindset to change the music industry. Not even that, just make a difference.
Yeah.
I think that's important. Or music that can make a difference, because I think you can hear music that can make a difference,
Mhm.
right? Um, so I want to do that. So meet my my fan base, or I like to call them the fam, the Maniac family.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why is that? Like, why?
Why did I call them the
Yeah, yeah,
Maniacs?
yeah, yeah.
So I feel like my music, at least in my mission of the way I drop my music, I would like to reach an audience that's different. To where I want to kind of make everybody feel accepted. That's why I call it the Maniacs. It's kind of like a fan base or mass following,
Yeah.
to where everybody can kind of accept each other's differences. I would like to have a safe haven. At my shows, I will be expecting all types of people, like people who are just different, and it's gonna be good vibes.
Mhm.
Yeah, the whole thing is like not to give a fuck. So that's why I try to reach out to different people.
Yeah. And the thing is also, like you said, it's like we're humans, we assume just by, just like, we assume as soon as looking at someone like, oh, with fucking arm sleeve tattoos, fucking punk rock shit, oh, he must be a fucking rebel. But in actuality, he's like a fucking pastor or some shit,
Yeah,
fucking helping the local communities.
right.
And, and like you said, they might have the same exact mindset as you do of just wanting to better their communities, themselves, their loved ones. And instead of just assuming by just what they look like, how about you conversate with them? Like, oh, and I can imagine too, like when you go on tour and you see like it's not even just you're bringing these people together and they're going to start talking like, oh, you're a fan of Karma too. Oh shit, what else oh, you're pretty fucking cool. I thought you were fucking, some crazy fucking hippie or something or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like and that but you're just breaking boundaries, man. So that's your main goal, really, is just breaking like boundaries and having these bigger connections if in the music industry.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Hey, let's go, fam.
Yeah.
And then with the tour, and is there any certain areas you're going, like staying in the East Coast when touring, or you're going to try to go to Midwest?
Dude, I know I got some people in Florida,
Oh, okay.
fucking Cali, so definitely New York, shit. So it's like I'm gonna try to travel everywhere a little bit. That's why I'm trying to right now. I don't know, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like just starting to like I'm trying to start merch so that it can help fund that.
Yeah.
Everybody is like, go start a GoFundMe, but I feel like that's begging. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
See, I'm on the same boat as you because you're just like, I don't want to go. Well, you can just do like a fucking pre-order thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be a fucking GoFundMe. Like, hey, pre-orders, and then have everyone, do the payment, get the shirts made, and be like, all right, they're gonna send out in this day or whatever. Like maybe like do a pre-sale until this day, and they're like, all right, now whoever final sales today, boom. Then from there, collect all the payments, get the stuff made. All right, it'll be done by next week. It'll be shipped out to all of you. Another way to look at it, if that's another way that helps.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely look into that.
Okay. Are you looking to? Because then also, I know Christian, actually. I'm actually going to talk to him about making some shirts for my podcast and stuff. But there is all their sites if you're looking to, unless you want to keep it local. Local, supporting local. There's a thing called Redbubble.
Redbubble.
Yeah, if you want. I can write that down.
Right,
Write
cool.
you a little notepad here. I got you. My fault. I took your. I thought I had more pens, but I do not. Redbubble. Yeah, so Redbubble, honestly, it's for creatives of all kinds, but mostly for like artists. Like for example, like me, I'm honestly probably going to start using it just for like when I do my artwork T-shirts, when I just do like my art, because instead of me having to, because it's print on demand. So someone goes, they get on the website, they buy it, and then they make it and send it to them. You don't even have to have any stock on you. It's just they're the third part, they're the middleman that does all the work for you. You just collect the payment. So if that's something you want to do instead, that's another good idea. But yeah, no, do what you gotta do. People will support you no matter what, fam. But they won't look at it. Just a GoFundMe, whatever works. If people see the drive and the passion, they won't give a fuck. They want to support it. It's just hard to, because I feel you, because most of the time when you see a GoFundMe, it's like usually like a medical bill or fucking someone's dying of fucking lymphoma or some shit. I just made that up, but
Yeah.
but no, that's bad. And like with the merch, like is there like, are you gonna do this like shirts, like
shirts, sweaters, and hats for right now? That's what we have in mind.
Yo, if you need some artwork, dude, I would love to fucking draw a fam. I would fucking
What?
Yeah, no, dude, I would love to, dude. I've done artwork for different people, so I'd love to fucking dude, any way I can help, man. Shit, we're here to help each other,
Yeah.
See, and is there like a theme for the tour? Oh well, like, you're still figuring everything out, so I guess like I don't know if there's a theme that you have for the tour. Like
the tours, and for right now, the tour is going to be called Death to Ego, and that's going to be the name of the album. Yeah,
Death to Ego. Okay, so I can. So did you have an ego death recently that made you think of that, or is this like what?
Dude,
yeah,
no,
explain some more.
I do feel like I do have a bit more of an ego. I don't know if it's ego quite, but more confidence in myself. I don't know. Like it's hard to. No one said. I've had one person said I'm getting a bigger ego. I don't know if that's just because I show more confidence now in my ability, or But yeah, no, that's the ego. I do want to kind of. I don't know. I just felt it in my spirit. That should be the name. I don't know.
No, you're believing your gut, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. And the thing is, dude, a lot of people, I don't know. Sometimes, again, like about the opinions, we like circling back to earlier conversation. You can't. Everything's got to be taken with a grain of sand. Because some people, you look at the people that criticize, like, oh, that's all ego. It's like, well, what have you done to risk for your dreams, your ambitions? Are you just and no, not dissing people who like, there's people in this life that enjoy a nice 9 to 5. Go to work, punch in, punch out, get back home, do it. Respect, a nice life, everything's organized, but some people, they want to take that risk, and they sometimes it's either they'll perceive their doubts onto you,
right,
and And there's a difference to find that balance. You know, you have to have those good people next to you though that are going to be constructively, you know, being honest with you. Like, hey, you know, you are being too egotistical. But then you know, I mean, there's a balance of like, dude, you got to put yourself first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who else is going to fucking support you, push you, or you know, of course you're going to have the external support, but like in the end, like it's you who's going to take the action, right?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, no, I think that's a great term. That you know, I mean, it's not ego, it's confidence. You know, you're just having more confidence in yourself, and that's fucking awesome, man.
Right.
You know, I think a lot of us need that. I need that. There's still shit. I'm still struggling with self confidence. Shit, I wouldn't even be doing this if my self confidence was fucking trash like it used to be, man. You know, shit.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna be honest. So far, I think this is the best podcast I've been on. So
really, dude, I feel like I'm trash. I feel like I've been slacking. I'm not gonna lie, because I want you to. I want you to take over in the sense of like being comfortable to tell your story, to like, you know, go deep, tell whatever you want to share. So it's like sometimes I'm like, oh fuck, I need to shut up. But nah, man, I appreciate that a lot, man. I'm working on it, you know, working to, you know, better conversate, better my skills. But you know, you just got, like you said, you just gotta go for it.
Right.
Fuck this shit. Life's too fucking short.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah, baby, you fucking So like with you, and then have you been collaborating with other artists, or you try to keep it like solo? Like, what's your opinion? Like, when it comes to making EPs or albums, like, do you try to? Because I know some artists are like, nah, I want to only do my thing. I don't want to work with other like collaborators.
Dude, I like to, if people hit me up, that's cool. I'll do a feature, but if I hear a song, like I think it's the work over money over this point. Like I'll work with anybody if you pay me.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody like if it's decent, I'll go on there. If, you know, or
message from Diddy.
Yeah. Hold on, time out. No, but if I like the song and you pay me, I'll get on there. But I'm really picky about the artists I work with on the song because I want to really enjoy the song. Fuck the promoting it or like what I think would be best for the world. I think that would be ADHD moment again. We just talked about this.
Nah, no, you're good.
Yeah. So no, I think that's my whole thing. I want to work with people that can hear on the song, and I think it would really add more to the song rather than me just being on there. You know?
I got you. You know, I mean, not just putting your name on there, getting something out there, because then it's like like you want to have that genuine connection too with that person where you're actually enjoying the time also making the song, because I can imagine when you're working with someone, I don't know, like you've ever had an experience working a song with someone, you're like, oh fuck, like damn, you're like shit, like did I think I did the wrong thing here.
Yeah, honestly, no, I more careful about people I work with as far as songs as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and then I guess that comes along with as you're getting to the top, right? It's just being aware of, because you know what I mean, people will reach out, you know, because like honestly, I've had people like early, again, this is a learning experience in my podcast, you know, earlier, you know, people would reach out, oh, I want to come on the podcast, cool. And then it's like, it was a great learning experience for me though, in the sense of also like how to, because there was one guy, you know, it's like we were conversating like back and forth. He seemed very, you know, like he was a good conversationalist, like on social media. And then as soon as I got him on the podcast behind the camera, he was just like, just so like, yep. Like it's just like answering like one word replies when I'm asking. Like I'm hoping he would like continue on and go deeper in the story. I'm like, yeah, those fucking alpacas, they're getting fucking wild out there in these streets, huh? Yeah. It's like, you even know we're in Virginia. Like, you know, it's like, but it's just again like actually picking people that you're going to actually have a genuine good time with, instead of just, you know, getting people on to then like, you know, just to get, you know, keep the ball rolling of your content creation, if I'm making sense.
Yeah, I think you should also, like, I've learned that, like, the artists, like, I've had some artists that wanted to work with me, and, like, they had some allegations against them. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Like, what kind of, like fucking, like, rape or killing? Like, what's
like, section, so it's like
the grape,
the
grape, dude. No,
so it's like I, you know, it's allegations. I was like, damn. So it's like that's one thing. Like I'm glad I can see now that that might be a problem. Like you got to look into the artists and what they do as well.
Mhm.
You know, one of my homeboys is like, "Damn, he got a lot of followers. I don't know, son." But I was like, if I go for it now, you know, there needs to be a line to what I do. Like I don't want to ever sell myself. Like there's morals and values that's always going to come before the money. Yeah,
Facts. And you know, I mean, a lot of people hearing that definitely respect that, you
yeah.
know, because especially nowadays with
Mm.
again social media and how it, you know, relatively is, you know, easy, not easier, but like, you know, to be able to get out there, get that quick money. But again, it's like with quick money comes, you know, quick problems, you know,
Mm.
quick, you know, and is that money going to last you a long time? And also another great thing that someone recommended me, you know, with anybody, content creation, music and stuff like that. If you see like, oh, things aren't going nowhere, guess what? That means you're doing, it's going to take time, you know,
Mm.
because now you're going to just keep building a good dialogue. And then one day, like, you know, you said, you know, you reach, actually, we can talk about that as well. You know, when you finally hit that stage where, you know, boom, numbers are jumping because everyone sees it, they're like, wow, he's got so much more of a catalog than just this. And then you're already accustomed to making stuff continuously. Because think about the TikTok and the Viners who make that one video and then like that's their experience with content creation. So it's
Mm.
like they don't know how to handle it or the lifestyle of being a creator. It's not fucking easy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. And you can answer on that. And then I want to talk more because we talk about it a little, but like, so like when you first got like popularity, like when was that? Like what song was it? Like when, like,
Uh,
and how did you react to like, you know, this influx of like notoriety?
So I made this song called Mosh Pit. That was the
Mosh
song
pit.
that like it got like over like 2 million views on Instagram, or was it TikTok? It was one of those, and then another million views on like Instagram or
Damn.
something. Yeah, so it went viral. A lot of people, and it's still growing a lot. Like a lot more people are keep using the sound. Every hey,
Yeah, baby.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, so
Notoriety, couple million here in
couple
the
million.
videos. And then, sorry, I didn't, I was just trying to get you back on track.
No, thank you. So it's like that. Like, and when I made the song, I kind of had a feeling it was gonna be popular, but I didn't know it was gonna be that big. Yeah, because I said some outrageous things, but you know, you just gotta talk your shit on the mic.
Fact. No, so, you know, people like that shit.
Yeah.
Be speaking facts, fam. That's what people miss, man. Tell the fucking truth. Oh, you a bitch. You a fucking bitch. All right. Yo, I see you. I see what you did. You didn't help that grandma walk across the street, you bitch. All right, motherfucker, I'm calling you out. You know, I'm watching you, bitch. Imagine, God damn, I did not help a grandma across the street today. Like, yeah, how did you, like, yeah, so tell, like, were you overwhelmed, like, when it, like, were you just excited with joy, like, damn, this is going somewhere, like, when
I,
you started seeing the numbers rise, like,
I was excited. I like not to sound like big headed, but I've always had a feeling I was gonna go viral.
yep,
And I think I will be going viral again. I'm calling it again.
sir.
So I think I always had a feeling I was going to go viral because I was always I would help other people make stuff, and that would always gain some tractions, like 100K. Like I have no problem looking at the TikTok pattern, like every like patterns that are um that help people blow up.
Okay.
It's like a pattern,
Yep.
and then you got your put your own mix on it. So that's kind of what I did. I had the song first, then I kind of put this TikTok thing together, and it worked out. It did way better than I thought it would. So yeah,
Damn. And what do you think? Like looking at that song, like what attracted the people? It was just because like you were saying that shit. You
yeah, no, like my first line was like crazy, and so like I put that as the first line, and then it was just like line after line after line. But as you can hear the music, it's more of it gets less outrageous and it gets more catchier as the song progresses. So that's how I felt like it would do really good.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, damn. And it's because you attract people right off the bat with just like the because it's the rock or like rap, right?
Rock rap.
Yeah.
correct.
So it's like, oh shit. Because honestly, I love that. Like that when I heard that song, I was like, oh shit, this is pretty fucking badass. I wish more rappers would honestly get into like more collaborations, like
Mm.
with other rock artists or like yourself, try it themselves. You know,
Yeah.
because it is pretty fucking sick. You get guitars or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different avenue, right?
Yeah, I would love to like collab with a band. So if any bands want to work, hit me up. Um, yeah,
Is there any bands out there you want to like you've looked at? You're like, oh, I want to collaborate with them or not yet?
not yet. I don't know too many bands locally that like I don't know. It's hard to hear a band and be like, yo, I want to work with them. I'm just kind of waiting till it comes to me.
Yeah. The
It'll
time,
come.
everything aligns.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Dude, that's pretty fucking sick. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, it's like I don't know. I find it odd when, like, for example, have you listened to Logic?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's one of my fucking favorite rappers. Right. Well, I haven't honestly listened to like a lot of his newer music ever since he retired the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, a lot of people, you know, since he like changes, like, you know, not genre, but it's just like the way like different songs, like different albums or different, like, you know, like genres of kind of music. They're like, oh, what the fuck, you change Logic? It's like, well, you know, that's life. We there's things always changing, and especially as an artist, like, yeah, it's cool, like that old style that you had back in Under Pressure. You know, it's, you know, you gotta change because, you know, it's, there's so much, like you said, there's so much creativity in music. Why not? Because then you could find another niche that you're phenomenal at, you didn't even know until you try, and you're like, oh shit, I just got a whole new audience of supporters now, you know.
Yeah, I think one artist that could have changed and like that was on top of the rap game for a minute was Lil Pump. Like he didn't want to
Oh
get out that party era, and
yeah.
I think J. Cole called him out, and it like what J. Cole said, it kind of came true. He kind of
Did he call him out in KOTD in that album, or is that different?
I think so. With that, where he had that Prince outfit on.
Yep. Okay, yep. Damn, that was a sick fucking album.
It
But
was.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, so damn, really, huh? Lil Pump, you say? Like, what do you think he would have been like? Like leaning toward like what, like another rock rap, or like just like pop? Like,
I think he should have had more meaningful music that lasted. I think that party, because that party shit only gets you so far. That's why if you really look into my music as well, I don't have just party music. I have music that's that I feel like Donald Trump when I say this, that other people say are timeless. So
Yo, man, this is timeless, bitch. Fuck yeah.
So yeah, no. So I think that kind of screwed him over.
Yeah. And just not opening his perspective up to different avenues, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But he's still making music, no?
Yeah, he is.
But just not as big as he was.
Yeah.
Got you. Hey, you know, hopefully, you know, the learning. And that's all you can hope, right? For all artists. You're like, oh, I hope they learn and get better and get back at it, you know, because it's a hard thing. You know, you still have, you know, Nas in the picture making albums, keep doing his thing. You know, he switched up completely from, you know, fucking what's that album represent? Maybe I'm bugging. Or new. Damn, I can't remember. Fuck. Someone will fucking search it in the text chat. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Life's about evolving, man. Now he, like, you know, he used to talk about the streets, and now he talks about, you know, like, you know, being home on Sundays with the wife and kids.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what, again, like being genuine with life, you know, it's just like we all grow up, we all get old, we all have different goals that come up in mind. And, you know, it's like, hey, you know, it's good to tell about that experience, because then people relate more. Because I can imagine the people that, you know, he got, you know, from back then as an audience, you know, they grow with you. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh shit, he's in the same boat I am. I'm starting a family now too. We're like, oh fuck, you know. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like, damn, I was gonna say something. I can't remember now.
It's okay.
Damn it, man. So I need to cut the weed sometimes. The weed be fucking with me. I'm like, dude, they're giving me holes in my head. And that's the thing, honestly. Like me personally, like I talk about like a personal like discipline struggle is me cutting cannabis like out of my life, less and less. I don't smoke in the morning anymore. Did you smoke at all before or no?
I did, but it's just, yeah, no. Truthfully, it made me lazy.
Yeah, see, go ahead. Sorry, I don't make
it made me lazy. So I said, you know what? I don't need this. I got alcohol. No.
Yo, at least it turns you up, though. Yeah. Gets you fucking in the zone sometimes, though. I'm not gonna lie, shit. That was me last night. Fucking, you know, a couple of drinks. I'm like, all right, I'm drawing, doing my thing. But yeah, yeah, man, dude, I feel you on that one and that's what kind of got me reflecting a lot the past couple of months. I'm like, oh shit, you know, this couch locking ain't helping me progress my dreams anymore.
Right.
You know. Oh shit, I'm breaking shit. But yeah, so that's been like my personal thing. And that's why, like, I also appreciate that I signed up for this triathlon at the same time, because then I substitute my time instead of, you know, smoking or something. Like, all right, well, I gotta go for a run or a bike ride or a swim at least today, because fuck, I just gotta be training, you know what I mean? You gotta get my body ready for it. And I can imagine when it comes to music, you know, you're like, oh, why am I gonna smoke when I can be in the studio perfecting my fucking, you know, like next song or working on something that's going to better yourself, right?
Well, some people use drug as a like weed or whatever other drugs to help their music grow as well. But I think weed would also help with that as well. But I learned like my ever since I stopped, my music has gotten way better.
That's good.
I think it's just confidence and your belief in yourself as well. So
Mm.
yeah,
And also too, it's like someone told me it's like it's. I mean, don't. I'm not knocking people who smoke weed at all. It's just
yeah,
like it's an easy dopamine
right, yeah,
high instead of that. Like yourself, where you're like, all right, I'm dedicating myself to making a song or at least getting a rough draft today,
mhm,
and then the pain, the work, the fucking fuck, this doesn't work. Scrap it up and start anew again. And then when you finally get it done, you're like, oh, dude, that's a dopamine rush right there,
yeah.
man.
Mhm.
Just getting something done, man, is the best fucking dopamine rush.
It is honestly, but when I make music, I enjoy it all the way through. Like
Yeah.
music is my high. Like da 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 da. Oh, that's hard. Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da, da. Like after each line, that's hard. Even when making the music, it's just you get that head high. So music's my therapy.
Do you have a what is it like a routine when you're like going to make a song or anything, or like when you're working like, all right, I have to be in these conditions to be like truly in my creative zone or anything, or you just fucking say fuck it, I'm in it?
I
Like,
have fuck it. I'm in it. I think I usually try to work at night. Cause my pause my like throat warms.
yeah,
like,
he said, hold up, yo.
like, like my like I don't have no like none of that morning shit in
Like all the gunk or whatever, the fucking phlegm and shit, all the
yeah.
rough fucking, yeah, I know exactly what you're
So I
talking
try to wait till morning nighttime and plus it's quieter at nighttime. All your thoughts come together.
about.
I feel like at least for me. So that's I usually try to make music in the nighttime, but besides that, I'll just do it whenever. And I try not to do music when I feel like it's a business. I try to do music and make it as a hobby and leave the
Mm.
other shit as a business. Right.
Got you. No, that's smart because then that's the thing, right? When you focus too hard on making a business, which obviously it's going to get to the point where you kind of have to make it a business, but it's
Mhm.
like, what I mean, doing it to the point, like, what I mean, overthinking it when it's not even, especially when it's not even a full time business, really.
Mhm.
If you think about it like that, you're only going to stress yourself. And then and then so there's some people who've made it and they're like, damn, this isn't even as fun as it when
Yeah.
I started
Yeah.
anymore, right?
Yeah, that's how I try to keep it fun. I think if you gotta like when you make music, you should always try to keep it fun. Um, like if I like what you're talking about, like going to and correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're saying when you do music, you're gonna have to make put the business aspect while you're making the music as well.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like in the future, like as you get bigger and
Uh,
stuff, then you're gonna have to just like finances and then like
mhm,
LLC, like LLC
mhm,
business wise write offs,
mhm,
fucking sponsorships. Like it
mhm,
gets to that point. Instead of it's not just like, all right, I'm doing my music,
mhm.
perfecting the song. It's like now there's more to it. It's like, all right, now it's well, promotion's a part of the beginning, honestly, but like
Right.
it's just you expand on how to make yourself out there more and then all this
Mhm.
other shit. If that makes sense.
Oh
If I'm
yeah,
okay,
no, one
got you.
hundred percent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But like you said though, is if
Mhm,
you're slowly, I mean, if you're progressing where you're just, you're loving the passion and then
mhm.
like, you're not focused on the business aspect too much. And
Uh,
then like you slowly add more to it instead of piling all at one go.
I think we're. I think I miscommunicated.
No, no, you're good. Maybe I
Um,
fucking, yeah, go ahead.
no. So I'm saying like when you're making the art, don't
Yep.
focus on the business part, but when you're done, hop out the studio, then focus on
Got
promotion.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Got you. Okay.
promotion,
See,
all
I'm
that shit.
retarded.
No,
I'm the retarded one. Yeah, I miscommunicated like crazy. Okay, I got you. So
Uh,
just when you're in the zone of your art, don't
mm,
worry about nothing else.
yeah, yeah,
And then as soon as you're out, all right, now time for business.
yeah.
Got you.
Mm,
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing is not letting the business overcome the while you're in the booth, right? Where you're
yeah,
like, oh fuck, wait, all right, I gotta get back in the zone. Shit.
right.
Now, and that's like that's why it's not easy.
Mhm,
Not everyone can do this shit when it comes to, especially entertainment too, man. Definitely, you gotta give yourself props too, because how many people go out to fucking, you know, stages and just perform. How many? I believe the fear stage fright is number one of the biggest fears in that humans have is stage fright, like over death.
dude, really?
Yeah, it's either one or two. It's still in the top three.
But I don't know. I don't really I think I've definitely been a little shy on stage, but
Yeah,
stage now it feels like home for me.
yeah.
So even when I go out to somewhere new, I still get a little shy. But I like one thing I'll do is like I think my music also helps. Like, I can't imagine doing stand up comedy. I think that's harder than music.
Really?
Yeah, because
Dude.
it's like you make a bad joke and no one laughs. Ain't that funny?
Yeah. You just laugh at yourself. Yeah, right. Fuck. All right. Yeah. All right. Have a good night, y'all. I'm out this bitch.
Right.
Have you ever done it before? Stand up?
No, I
Oh,
haven't.
okay. I was gonna. Would you
but
ever do acting or anything? Because I feel like a lot of rappers get into acting as they get bigger. So I don't know if that's
No,
something you ever thought about.
they say like I'm good at acting. Like,
Okay.
it's just I can't remember the line.
Can you just have like a hoverboard in front of me with all the fucking shit, like all the fucking projector or some shit?
Right. No, I'm great at improv, but I feel like I can understand lines. I'm just not studying correctly or not putting my best foot forward.
Got you. And plus, you're focused on music more. Anyway,
Yeah,
so.
music more. I would like to act later though. Like
Hey.
when I get like settled down from jumping off stage and my bones are disintegrated and shit, I would like to like that. I would like
Fucking.
I would like to act or make movies. Yeah.
Damn. No, I could definitely see you like in a like. Would you do comedy or like more like an action like role? Like what? Where do you see yourself?
Dude, I like honestly, I see myself more as a writer. But if I did,
Okay.
dude, I would do like comedies or like black fantasies. But I feel like we don't got enough black fantasies, like I feel like every black movie, bro, at least in my opinion, like either this nigga's in the hood or he's
selling drugs.
Yeah,
Fucking, like
selling
where's
drugs.
other? There's other opportunities, man. They're not just doing that.
Yeah, it's like I would like to see somebody on a fucking broomstick, like some Harry. Why can't Harry Potter like be black? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
So-
switch it up, right?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. I think Jordan Peele does that excellently.
Oh yeah, dude, great
yeah.
movies. I haven't watched all of his movies, but yeah, dude, he's a great fucking director, man.
Yeah, so I think we should have more fantasies. Like I would like to see more like black fantasies, in my opinion. So
Actually, you should talk to shout out to episode 123 with Henderson. He's a local director. Actually, he filmed a movie in Norfolk called Cake Soap, and it was about the because he's damn Caribbean. I believe it was just like the life of being a Caribbean in like in Norfolk and like how and I guess there's this thing called cake soap or whatever back in the country, and what it is like even though you wouldn't think like in Caribbean there'd be racism, but there's racism like of like all right, you're a lighter. You know what I mean? You're a lighter skin. Like, you know what I mean? My complexion would probably be like, oh, like I would be more white privilege, I guess, or whatever the fuck. And if you're darker skin, they treat you less, which is crazy. You know what I mean? You would think it, it's absurd, man, to even think in 2025 that's even a fucking thing. It's just, you think we would have evolved by now or had a better mindset. But we're just retarded. We're just retarded, we're just humans. We're just fucking stupid.
yeah,
No, but dude, I could definitely, dude, that's gonna be sick. The next career in your creative, flow.
yeah, it would be movies.
Yeah, shit. I could see you doing that shit. But if you ever want, dude, I can get you guys connected. At least to start, get your foot in the door, and then whenever you're like, hey, if you got an extra spot or something,
Dude, yes, please do. Honestly, yeah, dude, movies are fun to. It's fun to act.
my fault. I'll get this out of your way.
No, it's
actually.
cool, bro. It's my ADHD kicking in.
Yeah,
I saw the string and I started playing with this.
It's like, yo, like fucking yarn, dude. This is sick.
Word.
I feel you.
So
Movies, yeah.
yeah, movies, and then we talked about the stage show. I would like to get connected with movies, but back to the stage element. No, I just always felt comfortable on stage. Like there'd be times if you check out my old footage, I would take my shoes off. I took my pants off. I had like shorts on underwear.
Oh, I was gonna say, yo, my man's performing in underwear. That's wild. That's like Akon or some shit. Yeah.
I honestly like to see people's faces as well. Like when I do shit on stage, like I can't believe he did that shit. He should be embarrassed. I think that shit's funny to me. And I also like, fuck, shit, bitch, and all the old people in the back. I think that shit's funny to me. So I enjoy it. Like I think people like not approving is funny. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing of performing, right? We have to push the boundaries of what's entertaining, and we have to test the waters.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like if we don't test the waters, then how do we know if it's good or not?
Yeah.
Just like with comedy, shit. And I think that's the best thing is comedy is to talk about like the dark shit, like fucking like bring like dark. I don't know, me honestly, it's kind of fucked up. I have like a bit dark humor, but I think how do we? I think the best things to tackle serious situations and problems is through laughter as well. To have a comedic sense of humor, because guess what? I don't know. Of course, it's like a fucked up situation or whatever it may be, but like if you look at it, if you only focus on just like the negative aspect like of things, like and try to like at least make it more humorous, it's just going to make you so depressed and not be able to tackle those things as necessary because it drains you more over time. If I'm making sense.
No,
If
you
that,
are
okay,
100%.
yeah. I just
I
and
agree.
yeah, it's just I just hope people fucking ADHD. I'm all over the fucking place. No, but that's dude. It's funny you talk about stand up because that's something I'm trying to do. I need to just get myself out on the fucking stage and
Yes, bro. What do you do? Let me come to your first show.
yes, no, I'll let you know. I'll definitely keep you posted, fam.
Yeah.
Dude, that would actually be fucking sick. I'm trying to host more events too, so like I
Alright.
definitely need some musicians as well because I
Alright.
want to do like a just like a nice event where I have like previous guests that were vendors, have them come open their shops, sell stuff, and then I'll have like music like yourself, Jet Ski Bueller, whoever else wants to come on and perform on the back, have a stage perform, have a rotation. Just you know what I mean, just a way to support everybody. That's my main goal with the podcast. And then maybe even do like a live podcast where it's like me and then like three others, and or even I get out and it'd be just random people in the thing where they just have rotating guests or some shit. It's there's some ideas coming. There's some ideas coming.
That's dope.
Now, but I was gonna say, fuck it. Like what other problem? Is any other? I know you said you're working on a tour. You're working on getting merch done. Like, is there anything else that you're in the works of for your music or anything?
Dude, trying to get more of a team,
Okay.
trying to be more of a leader as well for the people around me. That's the music. I'm not saying like I'm trying to more show them like content they should push and just try to lead them in the right direction with their music because they're making music. I think they're having a problem promoting themselves. So I think the best way to lead is kind of to lead by example. I don't like to tell people what to do and just teach. That's how I'm trying to. Yeah.
Thanks. No, it's real leadership
Mhm.
right there, man. You're already on the way.
Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words.
Right. 100%. So, yeah. What was the question again?
Oh no, that was just no. I
Right.
think you answered it perfectly. It was just I was like, oh, what's your goals for like your future? And and you're doing it through your actions of
Right.
So just watch his actions, yo.
Just watch
Just
my
wa-
actions.
yeah, no, that's you know what I mean. Because nowadays, especially, I think the past 4 years, we're so sick and tired of people just saying shit and just not. Yo, fucking prove it, bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking prove it, because we're sick and
100%.
tired of your fucking lies, bro. Like it just. And again, and that's why I think people are just going to more authentic, just artists and people who are just gonna be straight up because we're just so sick of fucking bullshit, man. Everybody, this country, the world, just be real, just be fucking honest, man. We ain't got no time to waste anymore. We wasted fucking time being in lockdown, and never
Yeah.
mind. I just, yeah, man, doing it through actions is the best way because then from there you're inspiring. And I mean, how many people you are inspiring now without even realizing it?
Yeah.
And through your actions. Like they may not say it now, but like, they're like, damn, like, dude, shout out to Karma, man. He's doing good. Now he's motivating me to fucking go out there and write some fucking music.
Yeah, no, I feel like I've had other people come up to me and be like, yo, you inspired me to do this and that and the other. And that's like the best feeling because that's my job as an artist. So yeah.
Can I recommend? Do you listen to audiobooks or read books by any chance?
I do read books. Yeah, I want to go into a book later. but
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, what any book specific, or are you just saying you want to get into a new one?
No, there's this book I read. It's called The Master Key System.
What's that about?
Dude, it's about you learn the laws of the universe, like laws of attraction.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it. Yeah, yeah. That's
And,
go
and
ahead. Sorry.
and this is it helps you like whatever you want to accomplish in life. It helps you get to that point. It helps you have it get your mindset on track. You learn of the laws of the universe. You learn more about religion, I should say. And then yeah, no, I think it's definitely helped me get to where I want to be and manifesting where I want to be.
Yeah, exactly. No, okay, then I can recommend this book. You'll love fucking actually a couple books. I recommend The Law of Success
Law of Success.
by Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon
A
Hill.
great fucking book. Each chapter just goes on like a deep like the first one chapter is a definite chief aim. And a lot of people another audiobook I can send. Well, it's not an audiobook, it's more of a speech. It's like a 30-minute speech by this guy, Earl Nightingale. And what he talks about is, for example, there's 100 men, and within at the age of 25, 100 men, you'll talk to them, they'll have this excitement and this ambition for their goals and dreams. But when they reach 65, only 5 of those people have reached either financial success, are living comfortably, or whatever it was. And he's like, the reason why is because now, especially in our day and age, it's like the opposite of it's like the opposite of courage is not cowardice. The opposite is conformity. Now we conform to the regular 9 to 5, doing all these things that everyone else is doing, even though they don't know what they're doing. They're just going to work every day because everyone else is doing it. But it's like, why? Why are you doing this?
That's interesting.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's
Yeah.
like you go back to yourself and your definite chief aim in life. All right, my definite chief aim is to be an artist.
Mhm.
You know, so why am I not gonna put all my efforts and decisions to making that a reality? And the way he talks about basically is just reminding yourself every day of what your definite chief aim is life, and you will accomplish it.
Yeah.
If you obviously you take action too, but you know what I mean, just to remind yourself every day, especially, and that's why I honestly have a notepad because like every day I just write down like, all right, what's my goals today, blah blah blah. But I recommend that book greatly to you. And what other book? I think it would be good for The Laws of Human Nature.
The laws. Someone else recommended me that. Shout out to the homie Key. I think he
Oh,
recommended.
really?
Yeah.
Shout out to Key.
Mhm.
Quick question: is that camera on the right? Is that on? Is there a red light?
No, there's no red line.
Fuck. All right. Well, we are getting to that point anyway. Yeah, it died on me. Son of a bitch. I just hope it didn't die.
I think that one's dying, ain't it?
No, that one's good. Yeah, the red light is it means it's recording.
Oh, okay.
That's
cool.
why I was like, fuck. I thought that's the thing. I'm gonna have to buy a. Damn, I'm gonna have to buy a dummy battery for that thing because it's weird because like it'll just turn off out of nowhere. Even though like sometimes I'll go back and it has like 30%, 40% battery still. I'm like, why the fuck are you turning off on me? So that's something I'll have to check if it's like an eternal thing where I can change the timer or some shit. But I literally bought that camera specifically because it says you can leave it on and record for the whole duration. So it's
Right.
yeah, but no. Oh fuck. All right, sorry, ADHD all over the place.
Yeah.
No, but Karma man, I thank you for coming on the podcast, man. Sorry, I could have done better. I feel like I could have structured my questions a bit better and stuff like that.
No, bro. I've had like I said, like I like your vibe, bro. I feel like you're not trying to like I could tell you're really thoughtful about your questions.
Yeah.
And you're like most people in the media, I feel like they try to poke a button between the artists. I don't get that feel from you at all. So like I really enjoyed this podcast. It's one of the best podcasts I've been on. So,
Thank you, fam. I appreciate it.
yeah.
Wait, and what do you mean by like, is it just like trying to like agitate them or
agitate them.
Really?
Yeah.
really? That's the thing. See, that's why I don't understand. Like, why? Like, is it just to get like that clip or some shit?
I think some clip or just like, I feel like a lot of things would some at least in my opinion, and this doesn't include you, but some podcasters are more focused on talking than listening to the artist and understanding the artist.
Mm,
So that, at least in my past experience. So
damn. Okay. Wait, how many podcasts have you been on before?
2,
Really?
yeah,
Locals?
locals, yeah.
All right, I got you. I'm learning, man. I hope you felt heard because that's my goal in this podcast is to listen to people's stories and honestly, do a lot of people like yourself that come on here have motivated me much more to keep doing this. So thank you, fam. Keep doing what you're doing. Wish the best. Any way I can help you, fam. Seriously, let me know. Fuck
All
it.
right.
It's badass. But yeah. Before we sign off, though, Karma, please tell the people how they can support you, how they can listen to your music, the whole 9. Wherever you want to shout out, the floor is yours.
So y'all can find me on TikTok at FRKarma0. There's like the number 0 at the end. And then on Instagram, we got FR.Karma. And then you can just Google me as well. I got my own website. Just type in FR Karma. You can find all you want to listen to. You can listen to my latest song, Filthy, or my hit song, Mosh Pit. All right, y'all. And look into me as an artist. I feel like y'all would like me. So yeah. Peace out, y'all.
Thank you, fam. I appreciate your time, the whole 9, fam. Seriously, it was a great conversation.
It was. Thank you.
And guys, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. And as always, do the best you can for yourself and the people around you. You know why? Because you deserve it. Peace.